Alright, so it's been a good week for Arsene Wenger, beating Milan and Watford, but let's be honest, the man needed it. We all know he's one Welbeck miss and a Bellerin mistake away from the lads getting the banners back out, but with his legacy sadly falling away towards the end of his Gunners' reign, let's take a look at 6 job offers that he batted away. Manchester United. Yeah, it might seem a bit strange to imagine Arsene Wenger at Old Trafford, especially considering the countless battles that man has had with Sir Alex Ferguson in the past, but he was linked to them back in 2002. When Ferguson decided that he'd had enough of winning titles and making European champions out of Wes Brown, Wenger was headhunted by United CEO Martin Edwards to replace the Scotsman. Wenger reportedly turned down the approach, worked out just as well considering Ferguson went back on his decision to retire, winning the league the following season, before Wenger lifted what was probably his final Premier League title of his career, in 2004. Seems a bit insane now. Real Madrid. Listening to certain supporters call this man a dinosaur, a fraud, a confused old man who's escaped a nursing home, it seems a little strange and ill-informed considering this man has been approached 3 times by Real Madrid. Not sure how many men considered fraudsters at their profession get linked with that club even once. I mean, I know Julian Faubert could barely control a football, but I wouldn't call him a fraud necessarily. Understandable how Wenger was scouted in both 2004 and 2006, straight after guiding the Gunners to an invincible season, and then, arguably even more impressively, the likes of Gaël Clichy and Emmanuel Eboué to a Champions League final. He met with Madrid presidential candidate Villarmir on that occasion, but he never won the election, so the move was scuppered. The club did come back in for him in 2009, he turned them down. By God, he probably should have gone, considering all he's ever done since is win a few FA Cups and get yelled at by a bunch of lads on YouTube. Bayern Munich. When Bayern Munich got rid of Jurgen Klinsmann in 2009, they were in the market for a top experienced coach to get them back to the height of European success. Wenger turned down an offer from the Bavarians, where they were prepared to offer him a war chest of funds. They went and got Louis van Gaal instead, who had them within 1 game of Champions League glory the following season. Man City. We probably shouldn't be too surprised by this one. Back in 2009, Man City were in the business of making Arsenal their prison bitch. Having recently come into money, they chucked plenty of it at the Gunners in exchange for a host of their stars, and Gaël Clichy. They'd probably have tried to move into the Emirates if they didn't already have a spaceship stadium of their own. Reportedly, Abu Dhabi tried to lure Wenger to the Etihad in the summer of 2009. Lads, walk before you can run. This is a man who's turned down Real Madrid. You really think he was going to walk freely to a club who'd been battered 8-1 by Middlesbrough the previous year? England. Oh, Barry Stanton won't like this one. Wenger out seems to have become a meme in certain circles. Well, it might have been a worldwide one this summer had the Frenchman accepted the England job 2 years ago. In 2006, he rejected an offer to take the England job as he felt he didn't think a foreigner should hold the post. A big middle finger to poor old Sven then. They went to get York born and bred Steve McLaren in the end. Look how that one turned out. So in 2016, the FA returned following Roy Hodgson's dismissal after that car crash against Iceland. Had Wenger changed his mind? No, and so the job went to Sam Allardyce, proving that the FA couldn't have approached that selection policy with a more contrasting set of ideals. China. I think this just shows how deep Wenger has his claws in Arsenal. That man will honestly need to be dragged out of North London when his time is up. Just last year, he was offered £30 million a year to coach an unnamed Chinese club. He would have been the highest paid manager in the world, double what Pep Guardiola is on. But no, Wenger said, no thanks, I'd like to continue my quest to get verbally abused by my own fans every week as I slowly destroy what was once an invincible legacy. Well, you've got to admire the man's ambition. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.